Hello and welcome to the British Dapper, and today we're talking about adding some fun to your suit wear. I've done a lot of videos about wearing suits in a formal setting, and quite formal settings dictate muted colours and quite a sombre look in a way. But today I want to talk about adding some fun into wearing a suit. And this is all about adding some personality and projecting yourself in a way that is demonstrating who you are and the type of person you are. So it's a way with the muted colours and the bland look and introducing some fun into it. So it could be as simple as adding a little bit of colour in a tie and a pocket square, and as I've demonstrated here, there's no easy way of showing you this, but by introducing some coloured socks into the situation, typically it lifts it all, and it gives a contrast between the trousers and the shoes, and this gives you another point of interest. But it can be subtle, or it can be really loud, and it depends on your personality and whether you can carry that off or not, or if you feel comfortable doing that. And so this is just a short video really to give you an alternative view to wearing a suit, and I hope you enjoy the video. So one of the quickest ways of making a change and adding some fun is to really put some clashing colours together. So this is a light pink shirt, but this is quite a turquoise and blue sort of colours, and I've picked up some of the turquoise in the pocket square, which is just a fun sugar skulled pocket square. But for the socks, well, as I've shown you here, pick one colour out of it, for example this turquoise colour, and it adds a different layer, if you like. So as you can see here, so it's quite a clashy sort of colour, but it is different and it draws attention, and not necessarily my personal choice, but I'm just using it to demonstrate another way of wearing a suit and really challenging those stereotypical suit wearing ideas. Not that there's anything wrong with that at all, but I'm just giving you different options, different choices to consider. So here we have another look. Bright red tie, striped tie with a suit, lifts it a little bit. Picked up some of those bright reds in the actual pocket square, using a blue shirt rather than a white shirt to give it a little bit different substance to it. And also we used some bright socks to go with it. Now I'm not suggesting that you wear this particular ones, but something like that might go well. So here's the look here, and as you can see, it is quite bright and vibrant colours. Considering we're using a charcoal grey suit, I think it really does lift it and elevates it to a level where you can say it is more fun than work related. So again, the whole idea of this is to have fun wearing a suit. Anybody can wear a suit for day-to-day wear, and it becomes a chore in a way. But the idea about wearing men's clothes is to really enjoy it and get involved in it. And, you know, it's not just a function, it is in a way of life. So why not embrace it and play with it and have some real fun with it? If you're not that way inclined, that's fine. And if this video doesn't suit you because it is too out there for you, then fine. You know, we're not saying you have to do these changes. I'm just suggesting that you have a different viewpoint or consider it, you know. And there might be an occasion where somebody says, yeah, but we don't want too stuffy tie wearing, or we don't want you to look too stuffy in a suit. but you can wear a suit if you want, then that almost opens the dress code up to do something like this, a little bit different. And it's not too extreme. If you got rid of the red and blue spotted socks and you just wore this with some charcoal grey socks and a nice pair of shoes, you'd still look really good, and it is elevated a little bit, more fun than the stereotypical greys and dark blues colours for wearing a suit in the workplace. So if the last look was a little bit too much for you, then what about trying this, mimicking some purple hues in the actual suit wear. This time we're using a navy suit, lavender coloured shirt and a purple tie with a blue spot in it, and here we've got a purple pocket square. So again, it is still a little bit out there, but a little bit more subdued and a little bit more sophisticated potentially in its look, and this might suit you a little bit better. So here's the image here, a little bit closer, and I think it's not a bad look at all, and I think you could get away with this in most situations, and it's not too garish or too much fun. So here's a little bit of history for you. Anybody that was in London or in the financial district back in the 80s, early 90s, this would have been quite a common view. Bright coloured tie, Winchester shirt, not uncommon, along with the red braces, the bright red braces, which were flamboyantly shown on a regular basis. So another fun looking outfit nowadays, not so much the par uniform it used to be, but still not a bad look. I mean, obviously changed the tie for probably a little bit more muted colour, but if you really want to make a statement and stand out, then you clash these colours a little bit. So you've got the red against the blue, but you've got the nice crisp whiteness of the shirt, pulling it all together on a blue navy suit. So here, as you can see, it comes together quite nicely. Nice decent sized Windsor knot goes with the time, the era as well, and yeah, not a bad look. Decent, picking out some of the colours in the reds and the creams in the pocket square just to lift it again. Socks, well, the socks in this case I'd probably go for something along this line, which is sort of you've got the red, but you've also got some blue in there as well, picking out the colour in the shirt. But these would make quite a statement if you're wearing them. So yeah, another look, and that brings us on to things like socks. It's something that I don't really cover very often, because generally my rule of thumb is if you're wearing a business suit and you wear a navy, then you wear a navy coloured sock with that business look. But I do like to have fun as well, and so sometimes I will have something a little bit more like this rather than just a plain navy, and I like to give that little bit of contrast between the shoe and the trouser. Now some people don't like that, and their opinion is that it should blend naturally from the suit to the shoe. So in other words, if you're wearing black shoes, you wear a black sock, or if you're wearing a dark suit, then you wear a dark sock, so it doesn't really clash. But I like to that distinction, if you like, that slight subtle change in colour, and it highlights the difference. But everybody is different and everybody likes a different style. But if we're talking about today adding fun, then you do want to inject some colour and a bit of boldness. So for example, you might even wear something like this. If you're wearing a yellow tie, start picking out some colours like this in your pocket square, fun pocket square. But when it's all together, it's not quite the same, and it still gives you a variety of colours to wear. Here's another one, use something like that. But then you can also wear something like this as well. Nice colours in it. So don't be afraid to use something a little bit bolder. This one's in wool, and in the right setting and the right environment, you can have some real fun with colour. So, and don't forget, it's not just a case of adding colour. Now, I want to bring up a very touchy subject, and that is those cartoon ties. You know, the Christmas tie, or, you know, the Walt Disney ties. So just out of interest, this one here is a limited edition, believe it or not, by Disney, and it's Tigger. Now you'll laugh at this, but that retails at £100. But if you're the sort of character that likes to add fun like that and wear that sort of thing, and you can afford £100, then, well, you know, go ahead and do so. They're all more to you. But here's another one as an example. This one is very nice tie, very bright and vibrant colours. And if you're the sort of personality that likes to show like this, then that's a really good tie to wear. But this one, second hand, is £160 on eBay. Now, all I'm saying is that I know some people out there, particularly that follow me, won't necessarily like this. It will be quite a clash for their personality. But if you are that sort of person and you do want to wear something different, then why not inject a bit of fun and a bit of humour into wearing a suit? That's the whole point of wearing clothes at another level than just the jeans and t-shirts and the grubby trainers. So if you want to elevate yourself but have fun with it, then I hope you found this video enjoyable. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, then please feel free to do so. If you'd like to know when the next video is, then hit the bell and you'll get notifications. We love constructive comments, so if you'd like to jot them down below, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. I'm interested in what you think about adding fun to wearing a suit and how you might go about it or how you do it. So until next time, take care.